Alright kids, how we doing? We're going to carry on with our little speed run. Thinking about aggressive but solid. Okay, so we are Eccentrica Gambits here, and I don't know what, still we don't have an official rating. I'm uploading a video for work, so it's taking a wee while. And it's pitch black outside. Okay, we're playing Iris 1088, and I don't know. Let's start with this. So the point here is that I'm trying to play sensible grown-up chess, but I'm not sticking to any theory that I know. Okay, so it's a theoryless speedrun. So what that means is that we're going to end up having to rely on principles and calculation and stuff that's available to everybody. But Iris 1088 apparently is not very interested in playing. So we might have to... Yeah, it's been aborted. Alright. Okay, well let's go again. Are we going to get white? We're going to get black. Let's find out. Was Iris a good sport? Not particularly. Okay, we're going to play black. And against Loki, 619R from India. Does Loki want to play? Okay, so he started with the Areti. Okay, I'm going to play the opposite knight out. Very often this leads to d4. Oh. Oh. Curious. Okay, well I can put this here. It's defended. The idea is to grab the centre. d5 is also playable. d5 is no longer playable because it would be attacked twice. Right? Okay, so what we have here is a 3 knights. So normally I would go winner. Let's go 4 knights, because that is actually what the engine says. This is the best engine move for black in this position. And what are we going to get? There's all kinds of kind of Italian 4 knights, there's Scotch 4 knights, and already I am out of any prep. A Spanish 4 knights, okay. So what we have here is the classic Spanish idea that if they take, we take, and this pawn finds itself without defender. And I think we're all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to think probably fianchetto and see if he wants to do this. If he, so he doesn't do that. Okay, he doesn't do it yet anyway. So you can see the standard idea, and he's. Oh, what was this? The hell is that about? Okay, so this looks like a bad move to me. Because he hasn't got a bishop to plug this hole. See, normally the bishop would sit in there, just like mine is here, right? But the key thing is it's stopping, for example, a queen or a bishop necessarily from entering via the dark squares in the case of this side of the board. But here what he's done is he's weakened his light squares. Why the hell have you done that? So I'm just going to go ahead and I think push d6. Because I've got bishop g4 pinning the knight, or I've got bishop h3 attacking the rook. Okay, now I think it's time to castle. Yeah, I want to castle because I want to get this, break the pin on the knight. Because with this move as well, this move d3 that he's just played, this looks good, but maybe I should pin the knight first. Then I'm putting 2 attackers. So you see, the other thing that d3 does is, oh, d3 and d4. I don't understand. Okay, I'm going to pin the bishop anyway. So if he takes here, I want to be able to take back, and without the knight being able to take me. Huh. You did not. You've moved the same pawn 3 squares in 3 moves. d3, d4, d5, d hell. If I go here, he's going to have to put his bishop back, I think. So if I go here, I'm attacking the knight, which is pinned, so that's 2 attackers on the knight, right? But I'm also attacking the bishop. I think what I'll do as well is that if the bishop does go, it really has to go back, because otherwise he just loses material. It's not that I'm attacking the bishop, which I am, because the bishop's defended, right? But the point here, oh, he's got king g2, I guess. So he has got two ways to defend. And then the knight will no longer be in a pin. So I might just do something like queen d7 in that case. I could actually wipe out the bishop though, if I wanted to. Wipe out the bishop, he might take with the knight, might take with the queen. If he takes with the queen, the knight's still pinned. If he takes with the knight, it's not still pinned. But he really needs, I think he needs to find this move. Yeah, actually king g2 doesn't work, because I just take. Oh, okay, there he's done it, okay. You see, the point of king g2, I just take with the thing, and yeah, he's got two defenders, but I'm forking king and queen. So anyway, so he's found this move, which is fine. Now this knight's on a lovely square, but the point is now that this knight's no longer pinned. I've got this, he moves the rook. If I take, he takes. But that's my good bishop. This is actually his bad bishop, because his central pawns, his locked central pawns, are on light squares, so my bishop can touch those pawns, whereas his bishop can't touch any of these pawns. It cannot go on any of these squares. Right? Whereas mine can. So what do we do? Go here, he just moves his rook. I think... Oh, we've got to avoid this situation as well. This is a very common thing. He takes here, I take, and then he comes back with the boomerang. Got to avoid that. He takes here. See, then I've got... Then he's taken a piece, and he's got two attackers on the bishop. Okay, I'm going to take out the bishop. If he takes with the queen, the knight's still pinned, and it is still pinned. Okay, I'm attacking, that's defended. I want to engage my queen. This bishop's like a sleeping sniper. That's going to come into the game later, I'm hoping. I think queen d7 or queen e7. I think queen d7 just looks sensible. This knight's still in a pin. So he's wasted some time with these d-pawn moves. Right, He's also got this liability here. So this brings us up to date. Okay, now he's pushed a4, which I think is just too slow. This knight isn't that happy. I mean, it would like to come in. So what should we do here? h5, h4. Just try and attack this hook. Yeah, I think. I've still got this, but it's a meaningless threat. It just moves the rook. And it's not like my queen can jump in there. That does clear a space from... Okay. It's not so simple. Maybe I should be looking at the f5 pawn break, which means rerouting this knight. There, f5, f5 takes. I've got rook takes, or bishop takes, or queen takes. Does really weaken g6 though. Maybe that shouldn't. He's definitely finding better moves than he was. Okay, it attacks my queen. I think that's actually a blunder. Because here's the thing, the queen was the only defender of the knight, right? So if I take the queen, however he recaptures, he now loses the knight. My bishop's the only defender of my queen, so that, you know, if I could take the knight but I lose my queen, right? But I think that's a straight up blunder. He has to recapture the queen. He'll probably take with the knight looking at this, but I win a piece now. He can win this pawn, but notice this pawn here is also undefended, as is this one. So if he takes here, I've got rook ac8 defending my rook. He can't go there and he can't go there. He has to go back here. And then I'm going to have a choice. After this move, I'm going to have a choice of pawns. Thinking c2 looks like the tastier option. This bishop is doing a great job of holding the king down. Okay, he is actually attacking 2 more pawns, but if he takes here, he's also attacking still 2 more pawns. But I can't defend those, so I'm just going to plow on with my previous idea. If he takes, okay, he's taken that one instead of this one. If he'd taken that one, he'd be defending there. So my first thought, I've got 11 minutes, that's heaps and heaps of time. My first thought is to take on e4. That also means my bishop defends there. He could push my bishop away, but then he loses this pawn. So takes, how does he defend this pawn? I don't know, is the answer. So let's hunt some pawn. To paraphrase the end of the Fellowship of the Ring. What's that? Who wants me? Okay, so he's defending this by the look of it. I can slam my bishop back here. Then he's got this. Then I can push my pawn. Let's do this. I really want to engage this knight. Yeah, I can trade off here. Just trade off. Okay, I'm up in material. What am I up? I'm up, well, an extra bishop. So I have 2 bishops. He has 1. This pawn is isolated. This pawn could be a threat. Okay, so he's attacking here. Do we care? Are we bothered? I don't think we're bothered. I think... Okay, I'm going to take with the bishop because this bishop and pawn will work well together. He's welcome to that. You can have that with my compliments. I'm going to play this. He can't take this pawn because it's defended by the bishop. If he trades knights, bishop takes. Happy days. And like I said, remember this bishop we said is going to enter the game later. Okay, what's this about? I think I can just trade off, yeah? Just trade and then put my rook on e8 where it's behind this guy. This guy wants to move because it comes with a discovery against the b2 pawn. I can't go to b8 to defend that one, so I'm just going to play rook e8. And here, 2 bishops against 1 is a massive advantage. Pawns are the same, we've got 5 pawns each. Slight imbalance, he's got this majority on that side. Okay, I can just stick the bishop here. Attacking this pawn. He might defend or he might push. Neither really bothers me. He pushes. Defends, sorry. I've actually got this too. I think that's pretty accurate actually. So now I go here, I put 2 attackers on. He trades bishops, Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm doing it. he takes, a rook falls. A rook falls with check. And now he's only got one legal move actually because my bishop's controlling these two. And he resigns. Okay, interesting. Let's have a quick look at the game review. See how we did. Did we blunder? I'd like to say not. Not. 86%. Okay, so that's good. The four knights. Four knights Spanish. Okay, so he can. What it's saying is he could win the pawn with takes, takes, takes. But then Queen d4. Kind of familiar with that. Yeah, this is inaccurate, but he's gone from 0.8 to minus 0.4. This is interesting. So it says here I can actually take the pawn. I've got two attackers, two defenders. I don't really see the point. I pinned the knight first. Best move. And that's a great move, yeah. He had to find it and he did. That's best, good. Queen takes was best. And here it wants me to improve my knight. Yeah, I didn't like that. Why did I make that move anyway? I've almost trapped my bishop. Can't even remember making that move, but hey ho. Oh yeah, I'm trying to play h4 and break open, smash the doors in. Okay. And yeah, this was the blunder. This was where the game finished. But I mean, to be fair, my opponent at 510, so it now has given us both ratings. He's 510. I'm now up to 737. To be fair, he played jolly well. Other than that, so let's go back to the highlights. It's saying he played at 950, and I agree with that. He definitely played well above his rating. So well done, Loki. 619R. Even better to Eccentrica Gambits. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.